These are the best highlights from the matchup between KT and Bro during the 2024 LCK Summer Split.
And of course, they know that the grubs were going down.
Perfect is doing topside, yeah.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall's also going to come in. Is Pureshik going to come on over? Actually looked like he kind of walked through the wall there, but it didn't start until a little bit afterwards. And Pureshik just let Perfect take that one down. The flash forward does come in, and oh no, the stun onto Karis as he tries to get the shuffle. Still going to land it though, as First Blood does land onto Pureshik, but it's a trade of junglers pretty immediately. Envy free hitting, however. Seismic shove, flash does come out, and Karis will be taken down here by Deft, wanting to now pick up his opposite number as he nets over the wall, and Envy getting towards his turret, I don't think is going to be going down here. So Pureshik the one tanking, so maybe health bars could be helping out here for Bro, but they're going to look to try and possibly contest. They'll be too late to actually lock down the dragon, but can they find the fight is the question. Great Vault Breaker from Pureshik, as in goes Karis once again, but once again he's stunned and flung around. The Empress Divide does absolutely nothing. Still it's a 1-for-1, make that a 1-for-2. And Bro is still able to make the best of it.
Yeah, they are able to trade back a lot of gold here, but KT winning both objectives now, grabbing that Ocean Dragon. It's Chemtech this time around second.
Oh, no soul.
As he may lose his crab, no?
Not going to lose the crab, as Beryl and Pureshik just kind of whiff it there a little bit. BDD there to save the whole situation, as Youngjae trying to keep himself alive. Doesn't have the ulti available. And the Weaver's Wall, it's going to come on through. Youngjae should be going down as the Seismic Shove is going to connect. Morgan finds the E. Death Realm is in there, as Pureshik able to get himself to the edge of it, but will be taken down as now Morgan stealing some stats away, looking to escape the whole situation. As Perfect just wanders up to him. Okay, gonna push him against the wall there as the re-engage is coming through. The wall is kind of decent, but BDD is just gonna get wiped out. Perfect still basically full health.
My concern is that they're...
Okay, yep, Door going to eat the True Shot Barrage, so not going to be able to use that one. Is now Perfect looks for Karis. Empress Divide comes through, but there's the Seismic Shove. Ace in the hole coming down just to help out, and there is the Impale. Perfect's going to find that one. Grub's going over to KT as well, and they are moving the needle back in their direction. Looking to try and make him a less happy Lawnmower, as the E does manage to pull him back. Perfect just in the Death Realm right now. Not able to actually stun against the edge of the Death Realm, as you can see, as Weaver's Wall comes on down. Seismic Shove. That is a shove into the Impale. Flash comes through, but no, get over here, buddy. As the Death Grip comes on through, they do manage to take down the Scorpion, and KT, they turn up a little bit too late to save their Scorpion and won't be able to start off a fight they want.
Yeah, Bro, really, that's so
I digress. It was a great add-on. Anyway, the Rift Herald going to come into the mid lane and look for a bit of a charge. Youngjae going to pilot that one. Does go around the corner and gets immediately slammed into the wall. Some of the dangers of being up against this Skarner. Still, Wind becomes lightning, comes on through. He's going down so incredibly low. There's the ulti from Beryl, but he flashes, gets barely to the end. The Vault Breaker doesn't connect. Oh, Pureshik just not quite long enough on that one.
Oh, two flashes.
And he had the ulti, but he just doesn't invest it. Knew that he'd be trading, and that's not really what they want.
Yeah, 2 flashes for 1. Youngjae gets out, and yeah,
the darkness is okay. Arise, and now it's Pureshik's turn to try and get out. Slowed down. Seismic Shove to remove Polu. Empress Divide gonna throw Pureshik back, and he's just dead. Nothing they could do. Bamboozled until they weren't.
They don't have a ton of damage, but they have enough, as KT are going to go for the contest.
Yeah, Teleport is going to come on in. That's going to bring Perfect through, so he doesn't care about the walls. Let's see who he can hoover up as the Seismic Shove brings Youngjae back. He secures the Baron, and now it's a 5v4. Still, they're losing a whole bunch of their health bars. Caitlyn raining down the damage. The Impale, fantastic, as it brings Morgan in, and he's executed by BDD. Still, Envy making his way out alongside 2 members of Bro that still have that Baron, and I don't think Perfect's going to be able to stop them, although Envy does cancel the back.
He has Jack Shows and the Rooker in his Perfect. Speaking of,
yeah, looking for a bit of an opportunity there as Polu just walks into his open arms. Envy trying to get out, but he just immediately gets impaled. Youngjae in trouble as well. Crescent Guard comes in, but it's ignored entirely. Pureshik taking a lot of damage, but Polu getting in there. Pureshik gets out. The Mordekaiser's flung around, and it's a double kill for Deft. Just an auto, and he could have grabbed a triple, but he wants to give that kill to Young Perfect in the top lane.
He's like, I'm trying to grab him and pull him out, and that's all he can really do in these fights. It's really Karis and Envy who have to be the heroes here. If Polu can find a stray pick, that'd be nice, but there's no one you want to pick right now.
Oh, Deft does have a trap set up. Oh my goodness! KT, they knew that was coming, and Deft was looking tasty. They take down Polu. Beryl puts up the door to say no to the damage, and now BDD looks for the backline. Envy gonna get thrown into the rocks and destroyed. Although it does take a little while to go down. Finally, that last boulder to his head is gonna come on through. They take down Deft, however, and now Beryl has to use that flash to get back towards BDD, and it's BDD that has to be the carry, that has to be the hero. Young Jay, he gets out the Zhonya's that was beautifully timed, but Morgan is gigantic, the Noxian boss. Gonna now try and take down KT, and they do not want to fight them, not with some DPS left available.
We're still on this Drake.
You can see Deft, he's behind the wall as Polu gets into the pit. It is gonna be the Drake secured by BDD somehow, as Perfect just playing bouncer, and now it's a Mountain Soul. True Shot Barrage eaten by the door, and now Young Jay having to deal with all of these rocks. Man, BDD doing a lot of damage as in comes Perfect. He finds the wall, special delivery as he's got a Crescent Guard. I just don't think it's going to save him. They're all in the circle, although it does save him for a really long time. Still now Morgan fighting BDD. He does have his Seraphs, but the Mordekaiser is not going to survive after taking him down. And BDD 4 versus 3 now as Karis, he goes golden, Zenith Blade, and Deft just shoots the Leona on her way in. A double kill here. Ace in the hole, make it a triple. There is the ace for KT. And they will be able to push this minion wave through and end the silliness, Wolf.
Yeah, I've had enough of the silliness, but it was very entertaining. And I think KT are looking to punch game one off of this best of 3.
They're going to walk into that coach's booth. They're going to be like, Hirai, you're proud, right? And he's going to be like, oh, God.
Yeah,
let's have a chat.
He's going to say what he said before. There are multiple problems. There are multiple things to work on. But at the end of the day, you guys got game 1. We'll give it to you.
You've nailed the outcome now, KT. And let's now make the journey feel better as they look to try and grab a couple of extra kills. Still, the Nexus is going down. Pyosik, the last couple of shots. If you would like to right now in the meta. Currently, Ashe Leona is pretty good. But he is going to lock away his first one. And that will be the Leona down there. Kind of the only is Titan's Wrath immediately eaten there by Deft as they're looking for the dive. Beryl walks forward. He is going to flash. They want to find Envy. They split the damage a little bit here as Beryl will go down first. Polu will eventually fall as now Deft, without turret aggro, is now going to try and pick up the kill onto Envy, and he'll get it. Pyosik makes his way out there.
Maximize the damage here. Drops aggro, Deft does to Pyosik can pick it up one more time, and it's perfectly done. Neither of them have to flash. That was really clean, despite what was a nice attempt there from Polu. Nautilus is so good at anti-dive, but when the dive and the juggle is that good, into expending a lot of advantages in this early game. See the Skarner winning out topside still for now is, oh boy.
Yeah, stops the back monopoly that Pyosik and KT have for this series. We saw them utilize it very well in the last game.
Well, you know what champion in this current meta really likes to have all the grubs? It's that one right there, BDD's piloting.
I thought I was going to say Ziggs.
I mean, Ziggs also, but, you know, that we see a lot in the meta that's winning a lot.
Yeah, that would be the trizz.
The one that can solo dragons, the one that has a get-out-of-free jail card, the one that can buffer CC, the one that has the most lane prio since Lucian. Yeah, KT just not really fully in position to contest. They're coming over for a bit of a pinch, but just too slow on this one, unfortunately.
They're actually over the wall here. Does find a lot of damage. Last Mystic Shot will connect. They haven't got the eye.
Yeah, denied.
KT, well, I mean, they haven't denied it fully just yet. Pulbay moving on in as Polu is... Polu died for. So there was a reason, Wolf. There was a reason.
Yeah, well...
I don't know whether it was good enough. You know, I haven't made that assessment yet.
Well, we'll have to take a look at that one again because that seemed a little bit sus. At the end of the day, though, you know, it's a dead Nautilus. It's KT getting further control on the map, and Herald can only do so much for you. If you don't have any control, you don't necessarily get to use it.
Morgan, good sidestep there on this. Still not able to do too much here. It's a big teleport. KT really trying to defend. Teleport from Bro underneath the turret. They do manage to lock that one down. So it's kind of working.
He's pushing on to BDD constantly, not afraid of him.
Solar Flare, yeah. True Shot Barrage coming on through there as Deft does so much damage. Beryl just explodes.
This is Naughty Baron start just yet, but they still have to fight for the vision.
Yeah, still 3,000 gold is Bro versus KT, the Edgar versus Hirai,
yeah.
Battle of the Ages. Very, very cool. This is not so cool for Beryl. He's just going to explode.
That's some good bro activity.
I think the nameplates have to come into account, and because of that, I have no idea what's going to happen. Honestly, anything could happen because the nameplates exist for KT as well. Morgan and Perfect fighting one another. Polo going to move up, try and even out the odds there a little bit. YoungJ does the same thing as Beryl doesn't find the Zenith blade. Seismic Shove throws him away yet again as Polo is going to be the first to go down. True Shot Barrage, a lot of value as KT find the angle and BDD is diving forward. The Moonlight Vigil goes entirely wide and Envy finds himself the last man standing, or will eventually, I'd assume. Never mind, YoungJ trying to pull it back. Perfect is going to go down, and Envy manages to get the kill onto Pyoshik.
Trying to wrap around. At least they get vision here on this brush, and that's when you could spear. That's when you could force bro to come to you.
Oh, another Seismic Shove going to connect as Polo gets the pullback. Beryl, he does find a stun onto YoungJ, who is doing a lot of damage, but he is still really dead. And now Morgan, a mega tank, as YoungJ looks for the fling back. Perfect is going to find his, though, as it's BDD throwing down so many autos, but the pullback is perfect from Polo.
Some resets here, maybe, but I still think this Baron is gone. Let's see what they can get done.
Yeah, I mean, these two are doing a lot of DPS, and look at Bro's health bars. They are getting lower. Pyoshik is not landing any spears, though, as the depth charge comes on in. Seismic Shove is going to get buffed. The Baron does go down, but can they get out? And it looks like
the Perfect is just isolated. Look at BDD and Def try as they might to hurt the Skarner.
That they picked up when they killed it. But now, with a minute and a half, they should be able to stop.
AP defense here because laning into a Cassante, so it's just so difficult for Def to hurt him for even the Tristana that has LDR.
Yep, and now Megacone can be taken here by Morgan, who dives in. Deft is just sandwiched into the wall, but it seems like he's kind of okay with it. Down goes the Skarner, now Perfect. He dives in, he's on top of Envy, he goes all out, but then he's all out of the game. As Polo, he's going to be taken down. Envy gets hit by a spear, and now it is Poolbay trying to be the monster. It's a double, but Deft is able to take him down, and now Envy, you ain't gonna be back in there, and now he has to figure out how to get through this one. Oh, Moonshot going to connect, as I don't know whether they even really want to take their chances here. Envy is very scary.
Yeah, this is really scary.
Oh, doesn't connect the Q though. And now, Deft is gonna dive forward, gonna shut him down. Even game state, outside of the fact that KT has Chemtech's Soul Point, and Pyoshik, he also has a problem with a circle on the ground. He will be taken down. Poolbay's going to be traded though. BDD just Goomba stomps him. Now it is YoungJ that has to deal with the Tristana, and he will. It's a double kill as Solar Flare comes on through. YoungJ is going to tank it. Def doesn't have True Shot Barrage, so he can't get the snipe. And that's an impale onto Perfect. It's sort of 1 versus 3 at the moment, but he's extremely tanky.
It's not really hurting them, but he's healing a lot. And
oh, nice buffer this time from Def, but the turret is still going to go down.
Def's in trouble, potentially.
Yeah, that is going to be at least Perfect protecting him. He'll get shoved into the wall, but otherwise he would be able to make his way out.
Whoa!
He goes in! I don't know about that one, as Envy is able to stand his ground. The Severum doing work, and now Perfect. Oh! It's Def that gets the kill onto the Aphelios, and Beryl, the hero, is still alive. Double kill. To the target that does the damage. Exactly what they need to do. So that's Chemtech Soul, and in 6 minutes, it's the poetic end.
Polu?
This is Polu. I'm not sure about that one, but now Deft is going to get dove on by YoungJ, and that's a rocket from Poolbay to take him down.
Yeah, and now
you get the shutdown.
Now, I was going to say the climax of this game might be Elder, but it also might be a double Elder game, because I feel like that's caught by YoungJ, who's had a fantastic game. I feel like it's YoungJ versus Deft for most of this game, for me, for all the setups we've seen, for all the clutches from Deft.
That's what it feels like, and now Hook is going to connect onto Perfect, looks to try and get himself out, but it's a fantastic impale. Still, Perfect trying to get out. Seismic Shove's too good, finally has to flash, as the inhibitor is going to get taken. And now, with BDD
off of this, they have Baron too, so this might just be a turret going down.
Trying to find an opportunistic pick there or something like that, as the slow from Solar Flare does come in. Beryl just blows up like a balloon. And Bro are just moving forward. Deft is alive this time, but it's double inhibitors now down. And Bro are methodical. They're finding the angles. And now they're looking to siege these Nexus turrets. BDD slowed down by the rocks, thrown in by Morgan. And Deft trying to get these Mystic shots, but he's just not quite finding them. Poolbay will finally take a few, but that is the first Nexus turret going down. Bro, I think they might have done it. I think they might have brought us to a game 3. It's the double pullback from Perfect. He goes all out, but then he just disappears. and it's an exposed Nexus now. BDD, he gets on top of Young Jay, but he goes golden. And will then find the extra, never mind, doesn't find the extra rocks, but Pyosik, these health bars are so excruciatingly low. But Def, can he defend? The answer is no, because the Nexus goes down. And
CC plus the ability to lock down an Ahri and prevent her from, dashing around in the team fights. And you could set up for a Yone ult, you could set up for
allowing Poolbay to get through unscathed, because you can really take over after that as Pyosik. Going to take a few threaded volleys. Too much more happening here as Deft finds the W, but the plant is actually going to even things out nicely. Never mind. Barrier going to be utilized though, as there's the ignite onto Polu. Seismic Shove gets 2, as once again he gets that work done, but Youngjae going to get stunned up now. Deft is going to move in. Double buffs on the line. They're going to be picked up by Pyosik, who does not get the Seismic Shove onto the Bro members underneath the turret, and that was
over here.
Yeah, going to be wards cleared out as Pyosik has got this dragon down to half, as that's a pulverize onto 3. Twisted advance from Polo to try and get him out of there, as now Envy trying to chase them down. Barrel, even the dragon gets mad at him. Voidseeker soaked by Pyosik, and now Deft is just tanking them. He has Arcane Shift, should be able to get himself out. See, he was holding that cooldown for so long, never had to use it in the end.
Yeah. I guess all 3 of these games are going to be like this, Atlas.
Okay, BDD going to dash in, finds the charm, and Polu is dead. The Orb of Deception was quite deceiving in that moment, and that is going to be a couple. As he just needs to charge up that Orb of Deception. It's going to help him out, so Poolbay just continuing to clear things out, and as we can see, like, the vibe has shifted in this mid lane, right? Like, Poolbay, it feels like, has a lot more control. Now has the Vampiric Scepter there as well. It's Perfect, going to try and change things. As in comes Pyosik, does look for the ulti as he gets underneath the turret. I don't know about that one, as he will have to snap back at some point. There is the Impale charged up, and a very simple kill here for KT. They did throw the kitchen sink at
here for KT, and unfortunately without that ultimate, Paulo just not able to do anything in return. And
all right,
it should be fine.
Yeah, Unbound Soul was used in a different direction this time around as Weaver's Wall comes in. And KT are just taking this turret. They will be able to get yet another plate. So a little bit more of a defensive use of the wall. Headbutt Pulv is going to connect, and they look to punish the Talia. And now it's Pyosik's turn to play a Poolbay. He's going to get flung back into the rocks. BDD gets another one. And Bro, unfortunately, just kind of falling apart here in game number 3. Envy tries to flash it, does manage to get out, but Pyosik, he'll get the stun. There's the charm. Cool guys don't look at explosions as BDD walks away and Pyosik gets another one.
And they just have so much control over this bottom side. Def gets the whole turret as well. Full plates before 14 minutes. And Dagon is up.
If KT do throw, then there's a lot of... Shelly?
You're really bro-leaving right now, Atlas.
I mean, I'm not. I'm just sort of throwing it out there. It's the last game of the day. This has been one heck of a series. And sometimes things like this can happen where Beryl is going to get flung back and eaten alive. Good headbutt, though. Still not going to quite be enough. As Youngjae taking a lot of damage. Heartbreaker comes in, and it might be exactly that. Oh, the Impale. As Polo, I think he's going to be cut down where he stands. And there's a charm onto Envy as well. That insult to injury. There is one, like Bro's on the board, we on the board, but everyone else is sort of...
Deft is going to get a second turret, Atlas, as well as the upside. Nobody's alive. And now, I mean, KT are really just rolling the ball down the hill.
Yep. And it is Baron. Oh, he uses it, a taxi in for the engage. He'll be taken down, but it is a trade. 1-for-1 so far. Poolbay trying to be the hero here, but he just walks straight into that Mystic shot. And now Pyosik, I mean, this is how, I guess, they're going to play Talia. They just plan to kill her every team fight, and then Pyosik can do it instead. And they pile on top of the Cassante. Deft is able to stay alive, and it's a triple kill. Oh, Pyosik.
It looks like KT is going to keep the record.
Right? Well, that's what we're doing.
Look at Youngjae's items. Oh, he has a torch and an arm guard. Okay.
Yep. And now Morgan has a dream. His dream is to survive. And it is, you know, going to survive for a little while, but Def will get his second kill.
Now look at the items of Pyosik.
He built a Trinity Force. Man!
I mean, when you're winning this hard, who can blame him? Poolbay can hurt the Skarner. The answer is none.
All of them together with a lot of time. As Beryl is going to face check and then flash in. He'll find the pulverize. There's perfect. Looks for it. Gets it. And oh my goodness, where did YoungJay go? He just disappeared. The ult out from Pool Bay. KT will have to take a consolation Polo, although he takes a blast cone out. Def says no to that. He'll put up the barrier. Envy trying to stay alive here as Pioshik dashes on in. He's legendary now. And 21 minutes on the clock. I think it might be Baron time.
I mean, with this barrier and the frozen heart for Deft and how
The Bloodthirster now, so he basically takes no damage for any of the shots and just heals it all back up again.
Bruiser Ezreal in
Yeah, it's beautiful. Well, we remember the days, don't we? You know, the times of the Frozen Fist Ezreal, the Blue Ezreal build.
I miss it.
I don't at all.
All
That
right.
it was
In live.
Yes, in live, YoungJay is missing. We have the poster up. Where is he?
Players who have a ton of experience, world champions, and that's what you get, man. You flip it, you lose sometimes. You lose half the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's Edge of Night as well on this Viego. He does so much damage, and he's able to ignore the initial CC at the same time. They'll break open the base. KT still with almost 2 minutes of Baron left remaining at the same time. Goodness me, okay. Pioshik dashes forward. Polu with the Nature's Grasp. They do manage to find themselves a shove, but it's on to Perfect. He's near immortal. Oh, just the very edge of the charm going to connect onto Morgan, who's desperately trying to survive this. He's under an inhibitor turret, but still has to flash. As Polu taking so much. True Shot Barrage not going to hit. The rest of Bro, they're already just corralling towards their fountain. As KT, they run this side of the map as well.
They certainly do. It's like they won't be able to end here at sub 24. They could just back away. People are dying alive again.
Yeah, Pulme is real dead. We saw the start of an attempted ultimate, and then Beryl poofed him.
This is just a statement game from KT at this
It is, and I don't know what the statement is, Wolf. After what we saw in games 1 and 2, what does the statement say? Like, we were doing the other ones for fun? Like, because this is like KT saying we are way better. And right now I believe them, but I saw games 1 and 2, so I don't know what it means. As they are diving these turrets, Pioshik is so incredibly massive, it is absurd. He's going to be able to take down Envy there, grabs himself the double, and KT, they want to go home. They want to end this madness. They want to tell Hirai that this is how they want to play from now on. Don't worry, dude, we've got this. And we'll see whether he believes them. We'll see whether that's what they can bring to the telecom war coming up on Saturday for our Saturday showdown. Because after a game like this, maybe there's hope. Maybe there's a chance. Maybe we understand that they've got it in them. But they'll have to show us.
Game number 3 goes the way of KT, and the loss streak is...
These were some of the best highlights from the 2024 LCK Summer Split matchup between KT and Bro. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.